This is Coop, live inside the den, no holds barred. I mean that.
We back live in the den, man, with my main man, manager extraordinaire, Super Coop. Coop, we gonna Sled, you got it. So we did your backyard band first show. I know GOGO bands have egos. So when I booked you and y'all was opening at the correction on that, it was there.
High Reach Pizza, yeah.
No, in Crystal City. That's my fucking business.
You did, Slade.
So when you tell the band, hey man, when you tell the band, hey man, we got a gig at the High Regency, opening up for RE. What was the band's mentality as far as, man, we gonna crush RE? It had to be that mindset.
Well,
what was their mindset?
The mindset was to impress the purchaser, the promoter, because we want to let people know, we wanted to let everybody know that we deserve to be on these type of concerts. Right. So it was never, and the only thing we would always say in competition purposes was, we get to play in front of some RE people. Let's see if we can grab some of those. Right. So it was never like, oh, we're gonna blow them out, or they. It was never. It was just trying to prove that we belong in the history books. And being on a show like that with the wickedest band alive was, or anybody that came before us, whether it was Junkyard, now we wanted to battle Northeast because we felt we came up at the same time, and they got a jump because the radio and we was like, man, hey.
Yeah,
it was like and then Icy Ice was in the middle of that, like, because once we started coming up, it was like, they didn't want to open for us, and we was like, we ain't want to open for them. And when so back to Rare Essence, back to that show, it was more so like, we wanted to prove to the higher up people
on the show like that, versus if you playing, even if you playing by yourself.
Right.
Does the set change? You got to come out. You can't come out.
Oh, of course. Of course.
You got to come out with fire.
Of course. Of course. Of course. But at the High Regency, we didn't care. See, one thing about what Chucky instilled, going back to Chucky Thompson, okay. He instilled a groove with them. Like, no matter, because back then, even 89, 90, 91, we playing jazz stuff by Bob James. I don't care who in front of you, as long as we sound good.
I think this and hold that thought from me listening to different bands.
Right.
Because when people used to say, Miles, we're going to see back, my mentality, man, I ain't going to see no goddamn back. Mm-hmm. I can't sit up there and listen to that. Mm-hmm. All night. Man, I came to see y'all remember I told you
that's
that?
Important, yeah.
I said, man, when y'all opened up with Earl and them fucking songs, man, that blew my mind.
We did that at High Regency. I'm telling you.
That we blew
had
my
to.
mind. Y'all come out that motherfucker with Earl, hitting them songs and
Olivia.
Sweet Thing, Olivia, Sweet Thing, them singing that song. I said, what the fuck? Yep. And I think the people too. Y'all shocked them. And I'm sure y'all got more gigs from that, because they thought y'all was all boom, boom, boom. Exactly. And I did too. Exactly. But y'all came.
That's the highlight of Backyard. So when you see,
y'all I think y'all had at that. I always thought, man, Backyard musicians are off the fucking chain. That y'all could play.
Fix your mic.
I fucked it up.
Yeah.
What I do with it? I drowned it. I got it back. You got it back.
Yeah.
We back? Okay.
Yeah, it went inside.
Man, y'all.
I'll go back inside.
Man, y'all ain't cool.
Yeah.
I was amazed that night, man, that they groove, and I went to see y'all after that. when y'all do the little happy hour set.
Yeah.
I said, man, these motherfuckers like that.
Yeah, it
Musician wise,
it was
singers, all that.
Yeah, it was you had to know how to play back then in order to survive. You had to know how to play back then in order to survive. Just being a different types of events, you got to know how to party with the kids. You got to know how to party with different age groups.
Let's do one thing straight.
Yeah.
The people, a lot of fans, this is twisted. Back as of today,
Yeah.
or even when you had them,
Right.
it's not the original band. Weensey wasn't there.
Right.
A couple pieces wasn't there. Wasn't no Bob and Nate. It was Funky Ned back in the day.
What do you have, Bruce?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, it was.
Funky Ned at one time?
It was no. He not saying Funky Ned.
Who did? You
No, we Funky Ned. You know what I'm
fucking drink that.
Yeah.
It was Bubba.
Bubba. That's what I'm talking about.
You know, as far as the guitar,
Somebody again?
Unc that played bass player for Junkyard.
Right.
Was an intricate part of what's coming up. So it was different phases. When let's say,
just pull it out a little bit.
Pull it out a little more? We good?
There you go now.
Okay.
Before they were there, like Weensey played for Opie Tribe before, and
Weensey
before that it was
Weensey played with a couple of bands.
Yeah.
But never Open Tribe. Never.
No Scooby stand there, last. You got what Opie Tribe for a minute.
For 2 weeks or something.
I don't know. Lowe's was the original singer, or well, not original, but he sung before he was rapping. You don't know that?
Yeah, he was with a group called Young Impression.
Mm-hmm.
Since Wayne mentioned
Weensey,
I remember Weensey.
When I saw Weensey, he was with Ultimate Groove.
This was.
Then Ultimate Groove, then he did a stint with Hot Cold Sweat.
He went to Opie Tribe.
Yeah, I don't
know about them other bands.
Yeah.
I encountered Weensey with Backyard, and I'm a singer guy.
Right.
And this guy is the most, words I'm looking for. If you hear his voice, it's Weensey. You got to distinguish his voice. Distinguished. I used to think Weensey couldn't sing 2 licks. They're not being fucking.
No, that's all.
Based on his voice.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to listen. We good?
Yeah, you good.
Weensey has the most distinctive voice that I have heard him, whether it's go-go or singing, period. And
he is the go-go sound right now. Yeah.
And the good part about it is,
he's a go-go sound.
that motherfucker can sing.
I ain't saying again.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm not. No,
don't interrupt.
As far as singers, yes, he is.
I'm telling you how I feel about.
I'm
talking cool.
Okay. No, when you interrupt my shit. When you hear Weensey, like I say, when I first heard him, I was like, man, what is that? I had to listen to him sing. And that joker he got his own bag.
Yeah.
And I grew to love listening to him sing.
Right.
Period.
Right. And the reason why I say he's a go-go sound right now, I'm not saying he's the best, greatest singer in go-go history. I'm just saying change the game.
I love his sound.
Change the game, bro. Like everybody in Bounce Beat.
Yeah. Oh, he did.
Sings like white.
No, he did.
Right.
But the problem with the go, that ain't the whole go-go.
So no, I'm just saying like, it's styles make like, not saying that
styles make fights.
Yeah.
Weensey sings.
And not saying Steph Curry is the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
But he changed the NBA.
Weensey bad boy. Thoughts on Weensey?
Weensey a legend. He the $8 go-go.
Right.
So we're gonna let the big fella get some 5 minutes. 5 minutes?
Whatever you got to say.
So yeah. Y'all don't know it, but I need to try to pull this shit down.
We are one.
Sledge is sponsored by.
Oh, we are two.
Sledge sponsored by We Are One. You can't see his shit, but I told Kenny put some We Are One across here. Fresh We Are One hoodie, man.
Kenny, West Trade.
Yeah, man. This is great, man. I love it. Sledge, go ahead. You got some questions?
The only thing I love about Backyard is the Ibex and put that spotlight.
Yeah, that was inspired um, from like, and I tell a lot of people, man, like not knowing you might get Genghis to really say what he feel, but what I feel was it was inspired by those groups like Red Essence, Working the Walls, stuff like that, and that's what the girls did. They just got up there and Genghis say, like same type of uh, 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 same type of groove, like turn on the spotlight, y'all. Genghis might have took that and said, put the spotlight on the butt cheeks.
Man,
And that was a creative.
You supposed to be taking pictures.
Yeah.
You supposed to be taking pictures. I couldn't
Right.
take no pictures doing spotlight.
Right.
A spotlight.
So right.
A spotlight.
So that was in my yeah. But it was a bunch of freaks up there.
Yeah.
Like we was all watching.
Yeah.
And it was incredible that was the highlight of the event because of the balcony.
Yeah.
And but inspired, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, Chucky, same thing. He taught them how to groove. He taught them, how to count. That Rare Essence was a strong influence. Of course, Junkyard was a strong influence. And we took some pieces of both of them to create Backyard.
Okay, now this is what we
Dope Jam, that's Rare Essence.
So we're gonna talk about how you got out of there, what happened.
Right.
That's on the next segment.
We think, okay, we're gonna wait till the next segment, but I do want to talk about top 5.
Hold on, no. Before that segment.
No, this is time.
I know,
Go
but
ahead.
This is what I wanted to talk about.
Go ahead.
What happened? You don't mind me asking?
Backyard?
Yes.
Like I say, a lot of stuff I take credit for.
Yes.
Creating that monster. And I made some great decisions. I made some questionable decisions. And after a while, your decisions become numb to a camp that's been, it's like listening to your father. You're like, nah, Dad, this is how we're going to do it. This is how you used to do it, but this is how we're going to do it now. And so having those type of discussions after a while, because before anything I said just went. There was no, after a while, then it started having meetings. Okay, we gotta have a meeting. Okay, we gotta, so after a while, I became that old car lot on St. Barnabas Road that was just there, and needing help.
That's a good analogy.
And just needing help to keep the doors open.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when bands are emerging, TCB was hot, bands are emerging. So our shows started to become, packed one day and bad one day. So I started needing investments. I needed help. So I had a bunch of friends.
Mm-hmm. For y'all that don't know what Coop's speaking on, Sledge asked him what happened. Coop, as you know, is the former manager of Backyard. So Sledge speaking on the breakup with Coop and Backyard.
Right. Right. So after a while, I would, people would come to me, buddies of mine that's doing good and stuff like, Coop, you need some help. And I was like, of course, I could use some help. You know what I'm saying? Because I was strong in marketing. I was strong in trying to keep, no matter if the shows are doing good or bad, I was trying to make sure that everybody was still good as far as money, anything, or whatever we need. So I had people come to me like, man, I can help you, Coop. What you need, 10? I need 10. I need, So after a while, it just became too many people coming in.
So Coop, was this because the band wasn't getting paid?
No. It was just after a while, we rely on the shows. So if the shows is slow, and I'm still trying to maintain a certain level, my payroll, I might need some help. I might say, hey, Miles, because you helped me and I just pay you back. Oh, you get into that and it start, one thing lead to another, and you kind of like, then once he get back on his feet, you gotta pay those people back. It's like the drug game.
Just like getting advanced.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah. So
industry.
so after a while, so if you are impatient, then BF will come to me and say, Coop, you need some help. I said, yeah, I might go to BF and say, yeah, I need a little help so I can make sure my man take care of, get him out the way. So now I'm barring on top of the bar, and it's just digging myself into a hole.
But at the end of the day, you still making sure
the band. And I told everybody,
right.
I said, hey, I gotta make sure this band paid no matter what. So trying to do that, still getting in debt. You know what I'm saying?
But they was
Not
so
yeah.
What was their beef?
Well, not it because
hold on for a minute.
Right.
We're gonna finish this up. We're gonna finish this up. Hey, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back with him finishing up the story of how it ended, and we're gonna get into another quick something live in the dead.